Hello, hello. Today I'm going over how to use the macronutrient portion blueprint calendar to reach your goals. So this is a really, really neat thing where the first thing you're going to do, and this is just going to kind of show you portions for meals. Okay. So this is not talking about snacks, just like your 3 meals a day. And then if you need like help with figuring out snacks, that's just different for each person. Okay, so we're just going to go over the meals. So first thing you're going to do is figure out which column you fall in. So you need to kind of roughly know your current body weight to be able to use this, because that's exactly how your portions are calculated, is based on your body weight. Okay, so find the category that you are. Let's just go with this category for this example. So 175 to 200 pounds. And then you're going to see underneath each category of weight is weight loss, maintenance, or surplus for the most part. So you're going to find out what you're looking for. Are you looking for weight loss? Are you looking for maintenance? Or are you looking to eat in a surplus? And it's going to give you different portions based on which column you pick, okay? But let's just go with weight loss for this one. So if you just kind of click at the top, it will kind of pull that weight loss column in this weight range for all of your macros. So you'll see, it starts out with protein, and I gave examples of meat and tofu. So your portion for a meal would be 4.25 ounces of cooked protein. If it was a protein powder, it would be a heaping scoop. And if it was something like a yogurt, like sometimes for breakfast, maybe you're having like a yogurt bowl, then it would be 1 cup. Okay, so continuing down, now we're in the fats category. And so I broke it down into like oils or butters. You'll measure them in tablespoons. So 1.5 tablespoons of oils or butters. If you're choosing a fat from like cheese, nuts, avocado, something like that, then you'll weigh it on the scale in grams. Okay, so 40 grams. Moving on to carbs, there's many different carbs. So I broke it down into like rice, quinoa. Another thing that could fall in this category is like barley, couscous, like think of cooked grains, okay? That would be like a heaping, 3/4 of a cup cooked. So that's the cooked amount, okay? Not dry. So a lot of the rice and stuff, you might measure it like to cook dry before. That's not your serving, because usually a smaller amount dry swells up to more cooked, okay? So then down to pasta and oatmeal, you can measure these dry. So before they're cooked, you would measure them. So when it comes to like making pasta, you'll get like the first couple times you do it, you'll be trying to figure out, well, how much do I cook to yield this many servings? But if you just weigh the pasta before, let's say you want to make 2 servings, you weigh out 120 grams. That's dry. Cook it, divide it into 2 at the end, and you're good. You don't have to weigh it after it's cooked. And then when it comes to bread wraps, pitas, nachos, I gave you a calorie amount. This is just because it's so much easier when you're shopping around different breads, wraps, tortillas, nachos. You just know that a serving for you for a meal is 230 calories from one of these carbs. Okay, so then it's like you can have whatever you want. It doesn't have to be a certain type or brand or anything like that. Okay. And then everybody always says, well, how do I have sauces? How do I incorporate sauces? And so sauces are extras, but just kind of stick within this calorie range and you're good. So like with everything above plus a sauce within 25 to 50 calories, and you should be able to put a pretty good meal together. Next part that I wanted to show you is there are a couple extra tabs at the bottom that you can use. So there's a full food list here to kind of help you plan what to make. So like a list of all different types of proteins that you would use like in your portion guide for the protein, different fats and different carbs. So just to kind of give you an idea of how to put meals together, like you could do chicken quesadillas, beef tacos, fish tacos. You can figure all of that out by just being able to look at food and section it off into what's protein, what's fats, and what's carbs, okay? And then there's also a third tab here if you want to print it, because all success is going to come from having a plan. So you're going to want to always know week to week what groceries you're going to buy, what you're going to eat this week. So I find sometimes people are like, I don't want to have to live by a meal plan every week, but that's exactly what you're already doing. When you go to the grocery store, you're planning what you're buying for your week, right? So that's exactly how you are going to be successful in first of all, saving money with groceries. Second of all, just having a plan of what you're going to eat so you're not overwhelmed and just get takeout, which is typically what happens. So this is kind of a nice little, just write it out, plan out your week. And then from there, you'll be able to you could even make a little like grocery list over here. So those are the extra little pieces at the bottom. And I did kind of put like a Q&A type of thing on that first tab, just different questions for you guys. And like I said, this is really just to kind of help you put together meals. It's not for snacks. Okay, enjoy.